What's going on, Dragon Ballers? I am here with your ARG Las Vegas champion, David Fuji. What's going on, David? How you doing today?
Doing great.
How do you feel about the tournament, and how do you feel about your win?
Oh, dude, it was so amazing. West Coast, best coast. I think we just proved it. Like, get those kisses out of here.
Get those kisses out of here. Shout out to the boy Eric Goodwin. So you played Hirudegarn today. Where the heck is the leader? You played Hirudegarn today, and this guy's kind of fallen into the backwoods since like Storm went away. So like, why did you decide to play this deck, and how do you feel about like Hirudegarn in the format right now?
It's like the most consistent, most solid leader out there.
Absolutely, I think it's uncontestable. And I mean, obviously you and I know Gabe worked on this deck a lot. You guys found a build that kind of just, it's really powerful. It's blue-red Hirudegarn, but no Chain Zeno. So let's just get into the profile. So we'll start over here with the 1-drops.
Okay, so first out, shout out to Anthony Myclef, Kitchen Table Meta teammate. He's the originator of that deck. Okay. I was working on a similar build. He got me on it, and this is what we came up with, basically.
Just blue-red value, right?
Yep, blue-red, do good.
All right, let's start off with the 1-drop. So you want to explain all this stuff?
Okay, so we'll go over here.
Sure.
2 Cronoa, there was Broly everywhere. I felt like I had to have some main just for that. I didn't want to get blown out by Shigesh. I didn't want to have a hard time.
Right.
So had to have that. 2 is the perfect number. You see it enough. You don't need to play it turn 1. You can play it late when you're trying to go in for game. So 2 is good. 2 of me. This is the Scientist Food. Best over realm, draws 2, keeps you going.
Yo, Bandai printed you on a card?
Yup. Did you see that? Yeah, okay. 1 Mass Saiyan, this was for Broly too. Broly Swarm, just like you were playing.
Yep.
Go out on the field. I wanted to play at least 1 just to kind of keep the board. Like, I play super defensive and slow, so I just let him build the board, and then I try to like take it out if I need to.
How is this in like the Pan, Baby Vegeta, Yamcha matchups? Like, how is it there? Because I'm sure like the Yamcha, playing the Yamchas and all that stuff is really good too, right?
Yeah. It was really good. There was certain matchups where it just came out. I blew up three battle cards, and it was just super value.
Absolutely.
Keeps the tempo going.
So over to M2.
Yeah. So red stuff. We got M2. That just keeps the. Sorry. That's the ugly.
Gotta put the foil up front, man. What are you doing?
So that's just an ugly non-foil. All right, so M2 keeps all the 5Ks off. 5K, 1-drop 5 cantrips are like all over the place now since aggro, hyper aggro is kind of like set in the backseat now. So M2 keeps the value going. It makes awkward numbers a lot more smoother, so it's super key. Like, I tried to mulligan for this in a lot of matchups.
So a lot of people I profiled today, they only played 1 of this. It's the logic, like, it's really good when you see it, but you don't want to brick on multiple, so it's 2 good. Would you change it or no?
No, 2 is great. Anthony actually plays 3 in the main deck. You can discard him for Hoi, so it's not like a complete brick if you see multiples. And it's really good red charge. Like my red count is really low because I play heavy blue.
Fair enough.
So charging M2s was like my go-to.
Gotcha. So now 5 attacking 1-drops. Talk about the ratio here.
Yeah. So originally it was 3-3, but I kind of never really play Kaba unless it's like for game. So I cut 1. I had to make room for the Cronoa's main, but I never play these turn 1 or turn 2 against anything that isn't Shenron. So anything that isn't Shenron, I don't play them. So
are these more for like late game pushes?
Yeah, these are for late game pushes. Trunks with the Kai, obviously, you can get them at like awkward numbers from 5 to 3 if people tap out awkwardly, and it just helps. But it's really situational. So 3 and 2 was like a really great number.
Yep. Shout out to this man. He's smart enough to declare double strike. That's why he played the followed out Kais, right?
Yep. So
I am not one of those people. I'm not that smart.
Something that people also don't know is you can choose not to give stuff double strike. So it'll just be 10K combo if you just want to put someone at 2 to go in for a double strike. So this is actually the optimal combo to play. Champa,
more versatile,
yeah. Champa is good in the fact that you don't have to declare it, but if you want to play optimally, this is the optimal one.
Gotcha.
So 4 because I'm always double striking. It's double strike all day. Obviously 4 Unbreakables, you know, good cards. For seeing hit, I only play 3. I play 1 in the side. This was the game winner every time. I would try to get their hand down with my leader Awaken side and Flame Cannons, and then this would come down, strip them of whatever's left. I know exactly what they have, so I knew exactly what to combo.
Did you ever wish you had the 4th in the main deck or no?
No, certain matchups you don't want to. You don't really need to see them. So like in Chain Zeno matchups, you want to put in the 4th because you want to see him post Zeno. So for consistency, but usually you only need one to finish the game. Usually when you play it, you win the game. If you're not winning, then you're doing it wrong.
Gotcha.
3 Digging Deep Vegetas. This was the best card in the deck, hands down. I really wanted to play 4, but 3 was like the perfect number. It's literally, yeah, it just gets over so much value for 3. It's just the best card. You can't deny it.
Absolutely. So come over here.
So this is where I kind of stray from a lot of blue-red builds. I play 4 flame cannons. This card is the absolute nuts. Along with hit, you just rip their hands, and usually I play this defensively, and it just strips their hand, and it lets me win easily on the crackback.
Yeah, crazy thing is, this card lets you pick the card to go back to their hand, so you can actually snipe really good things like super combos, negates, all kinds of crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, also it's also really good on offense because it helps get over like Vegito and Deadly Defenders.
Yep.
3 free Hans. It's like really good tempo play. I have the 4th in the side. 3 was a really good number. You don't want to get too clogged with them, so 3 was good. And then Senzabine, best card in the game. You can't not play 4.
Koi, arguably other best card in the game.
Yeah, we're gonna go over here to the Minosha legs. I play 4/4. This card, I believe, is the 2nd best card in the game.
Minosha?
Yes, because it makes your front side draw 2 and your super combos draw 2, which is absolutely insane. So much value. I was sitting there with like 12, 13, 14 cards consistently, and it just buries people.
Did you feel like the 4th legs was absolutely necessary, or you feel like you maybe could have trimmed it to 3 and still got the same result?
No, absolutely necessary. The only time I didn't want these was against Janemba, and I only cut 2 and 2 to put in sideboard checks.
Gotcha. And then the 1 of unyielding. How often do you draw that card?
I draw it a lot just because this deck goes through a lot of cards. But honestly, this card either is the nuts or it gets charged because early game it does nothing, and when you go in turn 4 with a hit and then untap 1 and just continue to go off, it's amazing. Kind
of like that flute effect. So real quick before we get into the side deck, I gotta ask you, why are there no negates in this main deck?
No negates, it's just not my style. I don't really like it. I was maining Mafubas to respect the baby Vegetas that were gonna come around, just big boss monsters with the power boosters that were coming out, but it was really awkward keeping 2 open just for that, and most of the times those decks play battering laser, and so I just wanted them to have dead cards in their hand.
Fair enough. I like it. I like the thought process.
All right, so this is the side deck. So basically, this is just to fill out odd cards. 3rd Fu for the Janemba matchup. It's really important to get the early advantage, and even drawing 2, I'm totally okay with it. And having 3 makes sure that I see it, and not too many gets milled off the top. 4th Freehan because he's good. He usually comes in the games where I really need tempo, so like Pan, Red Leaders, stuff like that. 3rd Kaba for the Shenron matchups. Luckily, I dodged them all.
Is that a tougher matchup for you?
I'm just not versed with it as much, but I had to respect it, so the 3rd Kaba. 3rd Cronoa, just to make sure I saw it against the Brolys. The last hit, obviously, for the Chain Zeno matchups, to make sure I see it. And also the Janemba, just in case some get milled. The 4th Digging Deep for the consistency to see it, especially against the Broly lineage deck. You have to get to 4 before they can go off, so you can awaken and combo out from their victory strike. So super important to have the 4th one. And then the 2nd Fu, sorry, not Fu, 2nd Master Saiyan to go along with the consistency to see him when I needed to. 2 minus Killy Zones for the Broly decks. This came in clutch a lot when I saw it. When I didn't, I absolutely cried. I wish there was 3, so I'm going to play 3 in the future.
Just to ensure your hits go off and all that good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. 2 Mafubas. Honestly, this never came in, and it was actually decent to have in my side deck just because in top 8 they have knowledge, and it actually won me the game because he thought I had the Mafuba in hand.
Nasty.
Even though I didn't even bring it in.
Part of card games, the mind games.
Yeah, and then my absolute favorite card in the game, Sneak Attack Vegeta. This comes in against Janemba and absolutely slaughters him. I didn't lose a single game to Janemba.
How many did you play in Swiss?
I played 3.
Nice.
I went 6-0 against him.
Busted.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this deck profile of my blue-red Hirudegarn deck that I used for ARG Vegas. I want to do a few shout-outs before we wrap this up. First off, thank you so much, Dusty O'Brien and Kitchen Table Meta team. Couldn't have done it without the support that they give me, and especially huge shout-outs to the Canadian Destroyer, Anthony Myclef himself, for helping me with the deck. Next up, I want to thank all of our sponsors, PPG and the Pro Play Tour, giving everyone more options for high-level tournaments and content. ARG for putting out another wonderful tournament, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to Ultimate Guard. I used their katana sleeves all throughout the tournament, and they are absolutely the best sleeves on the market. Huge shout outs to my locals, everyone who I play with at Adventures Comics and Games, Sacramento, and Best There Is in Roseville. Could have done it without you guys. All your support is truly appreciated. Huge shout outs to David Monaguera, Piero, and Brandon Kring, my writing partners, for 9 hours down and back up, helping make this trip basically possible for me. Huge shout outs to Russell Stelzers from Scatter Reports for staying with us and just being super awesome in general. You ended up killing it like you always did, and I want to do a huge shout out to the DBS community as a whole. Best group of card players I've ever interacted with in any card game. Last but not least, I want to do a shout out to Joey with Crossworlds TCG and Shenron's Lair for continuously giving us great content just like this video. Thank you so much